Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Dom from Lensprotogo and Lens Rentals, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about this Q-Lion 3x1 light kit from Quasar Science. So Quasar Science is definitely a brand that's leading in the LED tube light world. Quasars are used absolutely everywhere for tons of different types of shoots. And now we have a 3-light kit from Quasar Science that's a bit more intermediate, but I'm still really excited to talk about these because I think they're really cool lights. And the whole kit sells for less than $700, so it's not a big investment if you wanted to pick one up. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the build and performance of these lights, and then I'm going to do a couple of tests in the studio, and then I'm going to show you how I use these lights in a couple of real-world scenarios. So let's dive in. So this kit comes with 3 light tubes in 3 different sizes, a 7-inch, a 12-inch, and a 24-inch, and they each have an internal lithium-ion battery that charges via micro USB. Above that USB is the one button that operates everything the light does, and above that is a battery indicator. On the other side of the light, there's a sturdy 3/8 thread and a sweet logo. And on the bottom of these lights, there are 2 hefty magnets, one on each end. This kit also includes 3 of these threaded mounting pins that thread right into the light if you wanted to mount it onto a grip arm or something. Everything in this kit comes in this compact carrying case, and this case with everything in it weighs less than 8 pounds. These lights have 5600, 4300, and 3000 Kelvin color temperature modes and have several different intensities, all of which you cycle through by pressing this one button. You can cycle through full power, 75, 50, 25, and 10% intensities, all with a single click of this button, and a click and hold will let you cycle between those color temperatures. The light goes into sleep mode after a few seconds of not using it, and you can fully turn the light off with this kill switch, for instance if you are traveling with it. Also, these lights don't offer the full color spectrum like the original Quasars were known for, but to achieve color you could very easily wrap some gels around these lights. The model names of the lights refer to the amount of wattage they have. So the 7-inch Q5 LS is 5 watts, the Q10 LS is 10 watts, and the Q20 LS is 20 watts. So Quasar Science has published photometric data for each one of these lights in this kit, and I'll link to that in the description, but I could just sort of quickly sum it up by saying that these lights can get very bright if they're very close, but their intensity falls off drastically with every foot that you move it back, which isn't out of the ordinary for LED tube lights in the first place. So in the product description of this kit on the website, Quasar Science claims that this is a perfect 3-point lighting interview kit. So I quickly wanted to put that to the test. So I set up these lights in a 3-point setup in the studio, and then I isolated each source to see what each light is doing. Judging by this test, I think that the Q20 is a pretty good size source for an interview key light. It's powerful enough so you can back it up and still have it be really soft, yet still give off a good amount of light. And that's the same with the Q10. If you find the right power to intensity ratio, you could really easily get a nice looking fill that still looks ambient and not too sourcey. This leads me to my favorite light from this kit, the Q5. And this was super easy during this interview setup because it didn't really matter how close or far this was to me or how intense it was. As long as it was catching my hair a little bit, it was doing its job. Also, if you didn't want to use this as a hair/backlight, you could just pop it in the background to sort of accent something, or just add a little bit of bokeh. Okay, so super quickly before I show you some of these real-world examples, I'm going to take some super slow-mo video lit using only these lights to see if they're totally flicker-free. Okay, so now let's take a look at some pictures from a few shoots I did using these Q-Lion lights. Alright, so that just about wraps it up for this video covering the Quasar Science Q-Lion 3x1 light kit. So LED light tubes have tons of uses that stretch way further than what I did today. For example, I didn't even talk about swinging them around to achieve like a cool moving source, or long exposure light painting, or anything like that. So if there's something that you specifically want to see in another LED tube light video, let me know in the comments section. Also, if you like this video, hit it with a like down below. And if you're not already, subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned in for more of our weekly content. And we'll see you in the next one.